Hi, it's Lorna, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very adorable Santa hat charm. You can use this design to make a pendant, a magnet for your fridge. You can make a little ornament out of it, whatever you decide. I'm going to make a pendant today. So things you're going to need are red and white clay, something to cut with. You're also going to need a needle tool and a rolling pin. I'm working on a piece of parchment paper here just to protect my work surface. So first you need to do is you need to condition your clay. So go ahead and do that now. Keep in mind that when you are touching the red clay or any strong colored clay, that your hands will be stained with that just for momentarily until you wash them. So if I'm using red clay, I don't want to bounce back and forth between my red and my white. I want to condition, work with my red clay, do everything I need to do with my red clay, clean my hands, and then work with my white clay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll out my red clay into a slab. I like to make it a little bit thicker if I'm using it for jewelry, so that's what I'm going to do. Typically manufacturer says about 1/4 of an inch, so I'm going to do a little bit thicker than 1/4 of an inch. So now what I need to do is I need to cut a triangle out of this. You can use a knife, a needle tool, or a cutting tool. I like to use my cutting tool because then I don't have to worry about getting a straight line with my knife. So this little clay cutter is just sharp on one end. I'm just going to cut a straight line. Then I am going to take my clay cutter, line it up to the tip, and make a triangle. I want a tall and skinny triangle here, so I'm going to make sure that when I cut it, it's nice and tall. Cut the end off here so that all 3 sides are nice and straight. Then I need to go wash my hands because again, I have red all over them. And now that my hands are all nice and clean, I can work with my white clay. So I'm going to be making a little border for the bottom of my hat and a little ball for the top of the hat. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll out a little ball of clay, pinch that off our main piece, and I like to just roll it in between my hands with my fingers. You can roll it on the table, whatever works best for you. But remember, your table also has that red all over it, so be mindful of where you're rolling your white clay. Then I'm going to roll a coil for the bottom. Now it's time to put all my pieces together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on the bottom, and I want to press it so that I get some little pinches and divots in it. I don't want it to be a perfect coil, and that's going to work to my advantage so that it will help press it into the red clay. I'm going to trim off any excess that I have with my clay cutter and press down. You want to press nice and firm. You could also use polymer glues and things like that if you feel like you need it to be extra secure or you don't want to press as hard. All right, so this coil is nice and attached. Now I need to put my ball. You can put it up here if you'd like, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a bend to my hat. So I'm just pressing that down so that it meets. Not pressing too hard. I don't want to ruin my nice shape and my nice folds. I don't want to blend it in. I want those lines to show. I'm gonna pop my little ball on, and again, I want to press it down, but I don't want to lose the ball shape, so you'll see me tapping gently, but also pressing pretty firm on the sides. I'm also gonna flip it over and blend a little bit of the red into the back of the white here. So now it's time to add the hole for where we're gonna put our findings or your string through or whatever you're gonna do. I'm gonna make this into a pendant, so I intend on putting a jump ring through, so I need it to be close to the top for my jump ring to fit. But I also don't want it to be a big hole through the top of my hat. So I'm gonna kind of be sneaky about it and go through the side here of the hat, so from the top view you don't really see that hole too much. I mean, you're gonna see it a little bit, especially because it's gonna have a finding in it, but that way you don't see it too much. So I put my hole in there and made sure it was a nice clean, and I cleaned up any extra Sculpey on the outsides. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you make a fun little Santa hat, either as a magnet or a piece of jewelry. Thanks for watching. Bye.